The U.S. military is buying user location data harvested from a Muslim prayer app that has been downloaded by 98 million people around the world.
Here's a summary of the article.
Through public records, interviews with developers, and technical analysis, Motherboard uncovered two separate, parallel data streams that the U.S. military uses, or has used, to obtain location data. The other stream is through a company called Xmode, which obtains location data directly from apps, then sells that data to contractors, and by extension, the military. The news highlights the opaque location data industry and the fact that the U.S. military, which has infamously used other location data to target drone strikes, is purchasing access to sensitive data. The SDK then collects the app user's location data and sends it to Xmode. In return, Xmode pays the app developers a fee based on how many users each app has. Motherboard has previously shown that one of those clients includes a private intelligence firm whose goal is to use location data to track people down to their doorstep. Xmode has also demonstrated how its data can be used to follow where people in COVID-19 hotspots traveled to after potentially exposing one another to the coronavirus. Iran Social, one of the apps in the second network of dating apps that used much of the same code, also had the same lack of disclosures around the sale of location data. We require all apps on our platform to follow all applicable privacy and data protection laws and platform guidelines. Our app partners are contractually obligated to comply with these requirements. These requirements include obtaining all required consents and permissions from end users for any data collection and use, Xmode wrote in an email.
This post received a score of 37,000, with an upvote ratio of 90%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
The only thing surprising here is that the US military is buying it.
And I guarantee the US military isn't even the top bidder.
Who is?
Facebook.
Why would FB buy something those same people are giving them for free?
To keep it out of the hands of competitors.
I want to buy every copy of your data. Okay. Come back soon.
Information is no longer subject to scarcity, but access priority certainly is, as it offers exclusive opportunity. We need to tax the hell out of data. Want to know everything about me? Cool. Pay the fucking piper per gigabyte of storage. Oh, you have 10 petabits of data backlogged. Thanks for the $1 trillion.
Yeah, 10 petabits is like 2 modern storage racks. You gotta up those numbers. They had 10 petabits of data a decade ago when we were shitting bricks at G-flat of storage.
Just to clear this up a bit, it's not just the U.S. military. U.S. law enforcement agencies such as Customs and Border Protection (CBP) and Immigration and Customs Enforcement (ICE), as well as the IRS and Secret Service, were all found to be using LocateX. The Prayer app is just one out of many different apps using LocateX, which they receive information like location data and text analysis from. They buy it directly from a company called Babel Street. All the information is anonymized, but with some effort they can de-anonymize individuals.
Greater than the LocateX data itself is anonymized, but the source said, we could absolutely de-anonymize a person. We weren't told who anonymous user XB437FAC is, but they do go home to Ahmad Yusuf's home every night. It's pretty much impossible for location information to be anonymous because it always makes it clear what a person's home address is.
I love it when people say, I don't want a national ID card because that will give the government too much power over me. And then they proceed to make credit cards, join loyalty programs and make Facebook, Amazon profiles so that private, profit-seeking entities can do far more with their data, without regulation or restriction, than the government will be able to.
Acting like the Patriot Act didn't give free rein to run surveillance on all Americans before the age of Amazon and Facebook being the giants they are now.
Not one is mentioning the company selling the data, they are the ones screwing their customers over. They are probably selling the data all over the place.
Free app, guess what the product actually is?
These days that old mantra of, if it's free, you're the product, is even more complicated. You have products like the Alexa speaker that are way too cheap for what you get. You pay for that product, but you're still the product.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.